Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Sarah Pavan.
And I'm Adam.
And today we're watching Death Note episode 28 called Impatience. Last episode, Mello and Nier made an appearance.
Yes.
Whew. And here we were thinking that Nier was behind the kidnapping, and then all of a sudden, light beam from the sky, it hit Adam right in the face, and he was like, it's Mello. So the two are competing against each other. We knew they had that little rivalry going on.
I like the new dynamic that there's kind of three players at this point, two of them trying to accomplish the same thing. I feel like I'm still gonna really miss Light, but I'm curious to see. Sorry, L. But I'm curious to see where this interaction goes and how a third party changes the dynamic. And I want to know how Light takes to the kidnapping.
I think we're heading to LA, everybody. But Nier made the phone call to Light being like, we know Elle is dead.
And that caught him off guard, so.
He was shocked for the first time ever. Like, that's the first time we've ever seen Light kind of rattled.
So I'm curious to see what happens in this episode. I think it's set up to be a good one.
Let's dive in. Death Note episode 28 is coming right now.
Because you are.
エルには頼らないと言いましたが、事実アメリカ内では CIA や FBI はもう L ではなく私の方を優先し動きます。しかし、日本の警察庁長官殺害は許しがたい犯罪ですし、この事件は平逮捕につながる可能性を秘めていると私は考えているので、全面的に協力したいと思います。
キラ逮捕につながる？何なんだこいつ。この自信。
どうしました、エル？
いや、実は長官が殺害された後、同じ犯人と。
Oh wait, he was Light was pretending to be Elle?
Yes.
ロスで取引と言ってきています。
取引？ノートとの交換ですね。
そうです。
わかりました。ロスにできる限りの捜査員を事件の詳細は言わずに集め、ロス全域を衛星カメラで見張らせ。いや。全指揮はあなたにお任せいたします。
よかった。指揮権がこっちに。
しかし、アメリカはもうエルに頼らないというのは。
ニア、いいのか。キラをまともに終えていなかった。偽のエルなどに任せてしまって。
だからいいんじゃないですか。付け入る隙があるということです。もちろん人命が第一です。しかし我々 SPK の目的はあくまでノートを取ること、キラを捕まえることです。
ライト。
All the same line of thought.
私の命と引き換えでもいいんだ。左右だけは頼む。
バカなことを言うな。父さんはそれで満足かもしれないが、残された者はどれだけ辛い思いをするのか分かっているのか。サヤの目の前で父さんが死ぬようなことは絶対にダメだ。僕と連絡が取れない状態になるかもしれない。一人で判断すべき局面にぶつかったら、その時は必ずサイも父さんも死なない形を選択する。そう約束してくれ。
ライト。
Still a little bit of humanity there for his family.
本当に一緒に行ってもいいの？
ああ、君の目は今回も必要になるかもしれないか。
She's gonna have 12 suitcases. He didn't tell her about the kidnapping, did he?
I was wondering the same
い
thing.
よいよとなれば左右を殺すしかない。
What? Okay, you were just like, at least he still has humanity for his family. He's like, my sister,
I take it back.
goner.
I take it back.
Okay, I for sure
Wow.
forgot that little tidbit at the end.
You mean
So near calling Light. For some reason, I had it in my head that Nier was like, we know Elle is dead, but no, but he was waiting to see what Light said, and Light just took on the role of Elle, right?
But Nier knows that it's
Yeah, Nier knows that Elle is dead because of all the orphanage
Correct.
stuff,
correct.
but he just kind of let Light
Yes.
kind of do it.
He's like, I know, I'm not going to tell anybody else. You can keep operating in that fashion, but I just want you
But
to know
did he-
that I know you're a fraud.
Did he actually say that to him?
Yes.
Okay, I needed to remember that part.
Lock that down. I think this might be a channel first, right here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
That Adam remembered something.
Yeah.
And I completely blanked it out.
1 to about 1,000, but I'll take the blank off the board.
Or wait, so Nier actually said, I know that Elle is dead and
Correct.
I know that you're lying?
Yes. I'm saying that with very high confidence. Watch
Okay.
me be wrong, but I'm almost positive.
Okay.
You good to go?
No,
Give me a
that's
second to
kind of
process
messed
still.
up by Light. Like, what's...
What do you mean?
He's just like, yeah, I'm cool with you knowing I'm a fraud.
Well, what can he say? He can't convince him. He doesn't know what his evidence is. If he denies it, and he's severely disadvantaged in this situation, so he just has to keep going. Nier is probably also thinking that somebody in the police force wants to keep it going. Like, he doesn't know
Doesn't
who
want
it
to
is.
show their hand that like
Exactly.
we've lost our #1 investigator.
Exactly. Like,
So to put it together that it's actually Light would be like a big stretch.
at this point, 100%. But that's also why he wants to see what's going on, because he probably has some idea of what the arrangement was, because Elle had all of that data transferred somewhere. I don't know how much Nier found or had access to, but all of his information was somewhere.
父さん、先にロスに入り体制を整えておくよ。井出さんたちも後から来てくれ。ただしバラバラの飛行機で念のため相沢さんが父の後を尾行して同じ飛行機に乗ること。
分かった。一応変装のために髪を切っちゃう。
Losing the curly hair.
The luscious locks.
皆さん。
That looks familiar.
Yeah. That's our little bay.
Hey, I cut my hair, you for sure won't recognize me.
ミスターヤガミ。なんだ、犯人の一味か。SE333 便に乗る。チケットは俺が持っている。急げ、18ゲートだ。分かった。成田で男が接触。抑えるか。
相沢さん、落ち着いてください。そんなところで今その男を抑えても何にもなりません。とにかく見失わないように。
しまった。実は俺の乗るはずのとは違う便に男と。
Wait, what?
警察として乗り込んで
落ち着いて相沢さん。そんな行動をとって相手に知られたらまずい。どこ行きだかわかりますか？
これもロス行きだ。
まさか飛行機まで。まずいな。
Big boy. How unnerving would that be?
Yeah, pretty bad.
They've hijacked a whole plane?
SE333 便。よく聞こえています。空路は外れているのではなく、
Mellow's people, bro, baby.
これはハイジャックとは違い、少し寄り道をし、乗客を一人降ろすだけのものです。レーダーでしっかり追ってもらって構いません。しかし、変な邪魔が入るようであれば、容赦なく乗客を道連れに墜落させます。
Yikes.
ライト君、いや、エル、次長の乗った飛行機はロスとは違う方向に一人だけどこかに降ろすって、多分次長を。
くそ、どうなっている？今日初の乗務員は前もって全て調べたか？怪しい者はいなかった。基 長は15年以上のベテラン。副機長も何の問題も。こんなものにまで手を回す力が。くそ、仕方ない。
Ryuka's loving life right now.
L です。N を。
はい。
N、現状は分かっていると思います。そちらで航空会社、警察、軍に
Well, sure, if you.
まだ動かぬよう通達を頼めますか。
何やってんだエルは。頼りないな。
Dicey.
わかりました L。 着陸地点を割り出し、その付近を衛星カメラで監視します。他にもできることがあれば指示をください。
この端末をワイヤレス本は耳に。
His ear just ate that up.
この声はお前にしか聞こえない。よく聞け。俺がお前の娘を誘拐した主犯だ。俺はお前や娘の命などこれっぽっちも欲しくない。今俺が欲しいのはとりあえずノートだけだ。お前が俺の言う通りに動けば二人とも殺しはしない。取引もお前が納得し安心できるやり方を用意してやる。逆らわぬことだ。
娘の命と殺人ノートを得体の知れぬものと交換。それが差し迫った時、私はどっちを取るべきなんだ。警察官として、人間として、親として。
That plane is making some serious maneuvers.
I love how this show just looks at all of the different moral obligations from so many different places. I'm not a parent, but it's true, you have a responsibility as a police officer, you have a responsibility to humanity to hand over being able to kill anybody at will, and as a father, like which one comes first? It just makes you think about hypothetically what you would do in those situations, but you can never know until you're being squeezed like that. It's crazy.
Squeezed.
In my position.
I wouldn't be in your position, you sick f***.
Dang, Mello's got some connections.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Can we talk about that plane like doing flips in the air? Like, that is a big plane. I love seeing lights squirm though.
It's true. I was just gonna say, L had a ton of connections too.
He did.
Like, Watari was able to do
Watari
anything.
is the man. But Light, because there's two different entities like kind of operating with their own agendas, Light is stuck in the middle, and to see him have to call for help is like,
One, he still doesn't know. I don't even think he knows Mello exists. Like,
Exactly.
he is.
well,
he
he
is
knows there's a
scrambling.
group that took his sister other than Nier.
Yeah. But he
But-
doesn't know they know about the notebook. He does, like, there's just so many unknowns for him, which is uncomfortable. Good.
It's time to flip the roles here. You can be the one trying to figure out what's going on.
If you had to rank your order of responsibilities, what would it be? Like, if you're Light's dad in this situation, like, what are you thinking?
Well, what guarantee do I have that he's not just gonna kill me anyway?
True.
But Ryuk or Rem is dead.
Ram is dead.
But the notebook's probably still useful.
I think so. Well, I want to know how Mello's going to prove that it's the real notebook. Doesn't know anything about it. Doesn't know that he should be able to see the Shinamagami
But
once
did
he touches it.
did L put that in his notes?
I don't know.
We have a lot of question marks here. And I feel like, again, I'm not a parent, so I don't know. But I feel like saving humanity is the most important.
Well,
But I'm like, if you have a child, like, I don't know. I
Yeah.
can't relate to
it's
that.
got to be theoretically it's the most important, but emotionally I'm sure that's the last thing you're thinking about.
I'd probably just, like, sacrifice myself. Where are they? Arizona?
Middle of the
Utah?
desert. What are the other passengers on board thinking right now? And I don't
would
think
be losing my mind.
I don't think you can land a jet like that in a canyon riverbed.
Those tires would take a beating.
L、着陸現場を衛星カメラで捉えました。
In all the places in the world, our satellites found him.
すべてそちらにも送ります。
父さん
どうなってんだこれ。ここでどうやって取引すんだ。
Ryuka's loving like this is the entertainment that he was looking for. That looks like Grand Canyon territory. Definitely Utah or...
Mello's got a bunker in the desert.
見えたな、ヤガミ。そこから入る。
地下か。
これは面白いですね。
Nier knows it's Mello, right?
Yeah, I
Okay.
guess so.
くそ地下か当然
I love to see that sweat droplet on light.
これでは動きを
Panic drops. Huh.
ここは数年前まである組織が物の取引に使っていた場所だ。多少改造をしたがな。ノートはここへ入れてもらう。ノートを入れたら俺がこのロックを解除し、お互いが一歩下がりガラスを回し、ノートはこっちに、娘はそっちだ。交換に応じなければここから娘を撃つ。
Yeah.
Well, he can get the girl before he can validate the notebook's real.
Light is like, sacrifice my sister.
Y46 始めろ。
ではノートを渡せ。左のガラスの中へ。
They're verifying. Are they verifying it?
さあいちいち後手に回る僕もまだこっちについて
Is it gonna make him write a name in the book?
全世界の警察に指示を出せる状態ではない。このままではノートが。
ライトどうしたの？大丈夫？顔色は。
ミサは黙って僕に言われたことをしていろ。日本の裁きをいつもよりしっかりやってくれってことだ。相手はキラに探りを入れてきているんだ。今裁きがおろそかになるとまずいことぐらいわかるだろう。
はい。相手って。
いいから言われたこと。
I'm sorry.
八つ当たりだ。
まだ間に合う。
He's gonna kill his sister.
サイを殺すしかないのか。
Oh.
ノートを試す。
試す？人を殺すのか？そんなことは。
おい、試さずに交換できるはずがないだろう。娘を殺されたいのか。
Light is ruthless.
Don't do it.
ダメだ。警察内部のものしか知らないこの事件では、サイの死をキラのせいにできる。
That is his reason for not killing his sister?
組織の役を勝手に流したりするからそうなる。使えねえ男だったが初めて役に立った。Y4 ルビーターゲット死亡。
ノートは本物のようだな。では手を離せ。娘と交換だ。
サイ、父さん。
お、助かったのか。
I think if I had a kid, I would probably make the same
これ
choice.
が犯人の移動手段と見ていいでしょう。
これは 100% ノートと交換はしてるってことですね。
この後さらに何をするつもりかまだわかりません。犯人たちのヘリはできる限り着陸まで追跡し、衛星から絶対に外さないように。
結構難しいことを簡単に言いますね。わかりました。できるかん。 ダメです。やられましたね。
The X-Wing jet.
ミサイル。お。
あれはレーダーでは追えない方です。
ミサイルにノート。
Back to Japan! No, just kidding. I don't know where they are.
ミサイル発射されました。ヘルとミサイルどっちにノートを載せた？
ボス、見ていてくれたと思うが、全て言われた通り完璧にやった。ああ、よくやった。これで俺の過去の失敗は消化しに。
We're about to blow you up with a missile.
消してやるよ。やれ。
いや、ヘリが
ですね。
こうなるとやはりノートはミサイルの方か。ミサイル捕捉不能。完全に目標を見失いました。
I love that Mellow's just got a missile hanging around ready to go.
Mellow's associates are very scary people. Light didn't save his sister because he wanted to save his sister. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, his reasoning for it was not like, oh, I don't want to kill my family member.
Yeah, it was, they'll know Kira's knows what's going on.
Exactly. Oh,
Yeah.
they'll tie it back to me because only the police knows about this case. It's like, okay.
That happened and I thought, okay, good for you. You have a little,
Yes.
like it's,
when he was like, I'm gonna save her,
Yeah.
I was like, okay, good. Here
Yeah,
we
good
go.
choice, good
You've
choice.
got like a little bit of soul left, and then he's like, nope, they're gonna tie it back to me, and I'm like, and there it goes.
yeah, just pure logic, no emotion, no connection.
Oh my god. Wait, what reason did they have to kill that guy?
Well, it makes it seem like some of them
Have betrayed
have
the
either betrayed
organization?
them or they think they're incompetent or both of them. One of them was stealing and the other one said he had made mistakes. Mello doesn't strike me as somebody who suffers fools.
I don't
So-
think it was Mellow's choice. It was the guy with the like interesting facial hairs choice.
Yeah, maybe. I wonder who's actually in charge.
So
though.
I think he is like the crime boss. And Mellow's like using him to further his plans.
Got it.
That's my take, but I'm probably wrong. When we started this episode, never did I ever think that we would be in the middle of the desert in a bunker with a helicopter exploding and a missile carrying the notebook back to wherever anybody is.
No, this has been a trip.
That escalated quickly.
I also kind of like that Ryuk called Light out for yelling at Misa.
But yeah.
Dude, she's literally just doing everything for you. Like, don't go there. Okay?
Ryuk is the impartial, like, third party, just kind of watching
He's
everything
like,
and
wow,
eating his
you're
popcorn.
being kind of a douchebag right now, don't you think?
That's why I love him.
Oh.
You're not as smart as he thought you were. He should be happy. His sister's okay.
Can you imagine if that fell?
ミサイル
Or
は
how
人手
many
のないと
Dungeon and Dragon stores he had to
回
raid
収
for all
も
those
そう難
days.
しいことではない。今頃はノートを手にしているはず。そうしたらまず何をするか分かりき
Try
って
and kill me.
But does Mello know Mir's real name? Oh no. Oh. Wow, Mello is really next level.
やられました。
やられた。
はい。SPK のほとんどのメンバーが殺されたようです。あなたたちは何もできずにミスミスノートを渡してしまった。
N、あなたが指揮を取っていればノートを渡さずに済んだと。
いえ、あそこまで用意されていては誰がやっても奪われていたでしょう。私たちがいがみ合っていても仕方ない。互いに知っていることは教え合い協力しましょう。私に犯人の心当たりが全くないわけではありません。私がこの事件に絡んでいると考えているのは通称メロ。
通称メロ。
写真はありませんし本名はわかりません。
They don't always show those real names.
4年前までイギリス・ウィンチェスターのワイミーズハウスという養護施設にいたという。
The Whammy House.
ワイミーズハウス。確か渡りが創設した。
メロは
Pieces are clicking.
私とゲームをしているんだと思います。どちらが早くラスボスのキラーを捕まえるか。
Oh.
But you're Kira. Now L has the upper hand again, or Light.
アラモ・ジャスティン。アラモニア・ジャスティンだ。俺、ノートをなくして大王のジジイのところに報告に行ったんだけど、ノートの特徴を言ったら、それならリュウクが自分が落としたノートだって言って持ってったって。この場合どうすればいいんだ？
それだとリュウクから返してもらわないとダメだ。
やっぱりそうか。行くしかないのか。
Oh, baby.
下界
に行くしかねえな。
そうか。
Okay, I was hoping we could see them again. Okay, Light knows that Watari founded Whammy House, so now he's gonna connect Mello to L, perhaps. Maybe.
And N.
Well, N hasn't really said.
But he's gonna make the leap if he knows about the Whammy House. Like, and he said we're in competition to catch.
I feel like that was
Kira.
a miss by N. I feel like that was a miss by Nier to say that.
Well, yeah, he doesn't want to give up the information, but he doesn't know that L suspected Light of being Kira, and now he's at a disadvantage. He's trying to gain the upper hand.
How did Light not, and how did L not put that in his notes?
Well, yeah, I mean, we don't know. Well, we don't know.
But I don't think Light revealed his true identity to Nier when he called. He just said, I'm L.
Yeah. So
oh my gosh, this is so messy. This is so messy.
Obviously, so messy.
It seems like the Shinigami need a Death Note. They need to have one. And he lost his.
Is that Rem's? How many Death Notes are flying around? I thought there were only 2. I thought there was the one that Rem had, and then there was the one that Ryuk has. Or was there another one?
I feel like there's another one.
Holy moly.
Because, no, there have to be 3, because Ryuk has his, and...
Which is now with Light.
Correct. And Misa had one.
Which was Rem's.
No, I think Rem...
Or Jealous's.
Yeah, it was Jealous's, so there were 3.
Oh
so
my gosh.
Ryuk, the Lost One, and Jealous's.
I'm short-circuiting.
And I'm guessing that when Rem died, that book died with him. Hers. That one that he's using now is this guy's, I don't know, Bullhead, whatever his name is.
I don't think we know his name yet. Oh my gosh.
But my question is, they need to have theirs to stay alive, maybe? Like, they seem very lazy in general. So, why is he going back to Earth? It seems like maybe he's on a clock to retrieve it.
Like, why do you want
something.
it now?
Yeah.
It's been missing for a while.
So I'm curious, there's got to be some rules around that or something.
This was a good episode.
This was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Mello is cutthroat. Like, I understand a competition, but like, to murder all of your rivals, that's pretty extreme.
This has Sakaki vibes to me, like that dynamic. So we've been watching Run with the Wind as well. Kind of the inferior one, like a step behind, wants to prove themselves, willing to do anything to get ahead and to win. That's the vibe I'm getting.
I have no clue where this is gonna go, but I like it.
It's entertaining for sure. Not in my wildest dreams when we were just having the L and Light showdowns that I think we were gonna end up here. This is crazy.
Whoa. If somebody could break down the notebook distribution for us, that would be great.
I think we got it. I think we got
Adam probably got it. I am just like, books are everywhere. The pass around the, everyone's dying. So if you could clear that up for me, that'd be great. But we asked some other questions. So if you want to put those answers and your thoughts in the comments below, that would be amazing. And as always, we'd be so excited if you would like this video, subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for more Death Note coming next week. Bye!